computer with his password. He said, Control Alt Go Balt. He said, "Sir, Vasu, press Control Alt Go Balt." Then I pressed Control, then Alt, then Go Balt. I could not able to open. Then I asked him, "No, it's not opening." He told 2-3 times. I said the same. I did the same thing. Control Alt Gopal. Then he came and he saw how I am operating. Then he said, "Uncle, you should hold control in the another hand. So simultaneously you need to press these three." I said, "No, you said control." So I said I pressed one by one. I did not know that I should press all the three together. That was my computer knowledge. Then on the day he said, "How many times I can tell you? I should tell you." On that day, I switched off my computer. I went to computer class.
It happens, yeah.
Also ich habe auch heute auch was gelernt. Also track changes. I'm going to try it out today. I will try that out. Okay. So, jetzt Heiden. Also das müssen wir verstecken. Und ja. Das war das Thema von gestern. Oh, ist mein Bildschirm sichtbar, bitte?
Ja.
My screen visible?
Ja.
Wir können.
Yes, sir.
Oh. So, gestern haben wir hier eine Pause gemacht bei diesem Text von Kaufen, Einkaufen. Das ist ein neues Thema. Das ist ein Thema, das natürlich neuer Wortschatz braucht. Der Wortschatz, also neuer Wortschatz braucht. Und außerdem, in dieser Lektion handelt es sich um Finalsätze und K2, Konjunktiv 2. So, we will have a look at these Konjunktiv 2 und Finalsätze auch. So, worum geht es hier? So, das haben wir ganz kurz hier schon gesehen, ein bisschen Spaß damit gehabt. Und jetzt möchte ich gerne auf 122 plus 16, 103, 38, so hopefully, yeah. No, one, so ist das. Ja, genau, so now I have it. Entschuldigung. Habt ihr diese Finalsätze mal gelernt, geübt, verwendet? Have you learned these? If not as Finalsatz, as damit umzusetzen? Have you learned these as such? Das ist die Grammatik in dieser Lektion.
Ich habe ein bisschen benutzt diesen Satz mit umso,
Mhm.
aber ohne bewusst.
Ja, unbewusst. Ja, okay. Ja, ohne zu wissen. Either you say ohne zu wissen oder unbewusst. Okay, good. Kleinigkeiten. Und die anderen. Are you familiar with the concept of the usage rather than the terminology?
Nine, sir.
Nine, sir.
You have not learned these, or you have learned these and you are not sure. Please take it.
Not learned, sir.
We haven't learned
At all?
this, sir. Yeah, not at all, sir.
Oh. Und die anderen?
Sir, is it so when the subject is gleich benutzen wir umso?
No, that's the structure. I'm not interested in the structure. Do you know how to use them and when to use them?
No, sir.
Nein, sir.
That
Wenn wir
is
aber
noise on.
Gestern habe ich es gewendet. Mein Sohn hat schon korrigiert, ihre Zeit zu sparen. So, like that I use.
Right, danke. But I know what you wrote there, yeah. What about das?
Sir is asking about umzu connector. No, sir. Ich habe nicht.
What about Konjunktiv 2?
Conjunctive 2 ist irreal und ja,
Konjunktiv 2 der Gegenwart und Konjunktiv 2 der Vergangenheit. Is that familiar? Both
Yeah, sir.
ways, in the present tense and also in the past tense.
9, sir.
No, 9, sir. 9, sir.
Okay.
ich habe gelernt, aber nicht in der richtigen Weise.
Yeah.
Ja.
Then was ist ich habe gelesen? Das ist Conjunctive 2 und haben oder sein verbs, no, sir?
No, we'll be doing that. Just
Okay.
I was a little, to be very frank, I don't mind admitting that. I was a little unprepared for this because I was under the assumption B1 covered this, what you already done, and I did not need to do this in the B2 at all. Okay, so but this is Leistungsmachen, it's not a problem. So when we have a damit or umzu, what is it that we are trying to express in that sentence? Let's understand that part. Beispiel. Ich muss mich beeilen. Have you understood this, sir? Ich muss mich beeilen.
Yes,
I
sir.
should
Okay.
hurry
Yes,
myself.
sir.
I should rush.
I should rush, exactly.
You should
What is
not
the
rush.
purpose? What is the purpose of your rushing, Vasu?
To catch something, to make something.
Thank you. So that rushing is to achieve something towards a target, towards a goal, towards an objective. There's a particular reason, an intention, a goal behind it, right? Allah?
Yeah.
Yeah, sir. Yes, sir.
So this goal, in order to achieve this goal, we need this structure. In order to, past tense. The other meaning is, so that I achieve this goal, I rush. So this rough translation, so that, don't confuse it with so das. That is a different story. Das machen wir später. Also, ich muss mich beeilen, damit ich den Bus nicht verpasse. What would the sentence mean? Ich muss mich beeilen, damit ich den Bus nicht verpasse.
I should rush so that I don't miss the bus.
Wonderful. So that,
Damn it.
right? Damit. So if we look at the sentence here, ich muss mich beeilen. The question here is, I'll have to put the question on the second one. Wozu. What is the purpose for your rushing? This purpose is expressed by this damit sentence. Ich lerne Deutsch, damit ich eine Stelle oder einen Studienplatz in Deutschland bekommen kann. What is the purpose in your learning German? Damit ich einen Studienplatz in Deutschland bekommen kann. Damit ich in Deutschland einen Job bekommen kann, eine Stelle bekommen kann. Wait, I'm coming slowly to the question, which I think is forming in a few minds. Please, 1 minute. So basically, what are we expressing here? Ein Ziel. So this entire thing here shows some objective, order, and intention for your rushing. Ja, ein Absicht. Keep this as keywords in your minds. Then there is something else here, structure-wise. Wir haben hier ein Ich. Und wir haben hier auch ein Ich. And German grammarians tell us that when the subject in two sentences is the same, then we can formulate a rule where we can drop the second subject. So, the second subject I can drop. So how did I drop this? Very simple. I formulate a sentence with and Su. Now, what is the rule here? Very simple. When you say damit, so that, I'm forced to use the subject. But if the subject of the Hauptsatz, this is the Hauptsatz here, this is the Nebensatz. How do I know it's a Nebensatz? It's conjugated verb, Statum ender. So if these two subjects are the same, I drop the subject, I change the damit, drop it actually, and then replace it with and Su. The structure will become in order to. So I must hurry up in order not to miss the bus, or in order to not miss the bus. So as per the grammarians in many books, a Su sentence is shorter than a damit sentence. I don't see how. In fact, it's longer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the same. The Su person is even more confusing. But they call this Su sentence a shorter version of damit, which is not always true. So there is a purpose behind this. What is the objective? What is the intention? Okay, let's say damit.
She can get flowers.
No, I don't want that she. I don't want the subject to be repeated. Like I told you, I have to think of a sentence right now. In such a sentence, my wife waters the garden. Gießen, to pour. Yeah, ich gieße den Tee. I pour out the tea. That verb also, ich gieße den Garten means I water the garden. So, meine Frau gießt den Garten, damit wir einen schönen Garten haben. The subject here, wir and meine Frau, are different. Der Hauptsatz hat meine Frau, feminin Singular als Subjekt, und der Damit-Satz, der Nebensatz hat wir als Subjekt, also Plural, erste Person. Da die Subjekte nicht gleich sind, können wir hier daraus keinen Umzusatz bilden. Wenn die Subjekte in dem Hauptsatz und in dem Nebensatz, also mit damit, nicht gleich sind, kann man keinen Umzusatz bilden. And this is in response to Kushi's question. Structure-wise, you can change a damit into an umsu if the subject in the Hauptsatz and the subject in the following damit Nebensatz is the same. But if the subject in the Hauptsatz and the subject here is different, you cannot build a umso sentence. This is as far as the structure goes. But this remains fixed in the sense of the meaning here is fixed. Wozu, Ziel oder Absicht. Are we okay, everyone, on the right track?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Aber sir, kleine Frage.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Warum, sir, wozu? Warum su?
What for?
What for?
Yeah.
But mostly, sir, we use the preposition
Wish to.
with the verb that has zum Beispiel mit kommen, dann womit.
No,
Okay.
no, it's not that. Because
Normalerweise benutze ich anstatt Wozu, ich benutze warum.
Moment, einen Moment. Geduld. Einen Moment. Ich komme gleich dazu. A preposition will normally come with a noun. A preposition does not come with a verb. That is, it will follow a verb, but it will not precede a verb. Fahren mit. It's a preposition that follows the verb. It will not be mit space fahren. A preposition normally comes with a noun or a pronoun. And what is this here? Zum Zeichnen. Wozu brauchst du den Bleistift? What is the question here, wozu?
Warum?
Warum oder what for? What is the purpose? What is the intention that you want this pencil? For what intention? What do you want it for? Yeah, wozu brauchst du den Bleistift? What do you want it for? What do you want the pencil for? Or what for do you want the pencil? Normally English, the preposition is put at the end, although it's not, according to English grammar, it's not good English. Preposition should always be before and not at the end of the sentence. It should be somewhere in the sentence. I'll give you an example with Churchill a little later. So what do you want this pencil for? I need it for drawing. For drawing, noun. Purpose, zum Zeichnen. Now we come to the second half. This one I want Vasu to read from here, till the end. Please.
Finale Nebensätze drucken ein Ziel oder eine Absicht aus. Sie geben Antworten auf die Frage wozu oder in der gesprochenen Sprache auch oft auf die Frage warum.
Danke. That is the answer to your question. You got the answer?
Yeah.
In the spoken language, normally we don't use wozu, but we say warum. It's more convenient, more easy. It's the first thing that you learn, warum, while. But that warum has a hidden second meaning. No? One is the reason The other is intention is also what I want to know. So when it is that intention seeking warum, the answer will come with damit or umsu. If it is a reason seeking warum, it will come with why. Okay, so both questions are correct. Wozu and warum, both are correct.
Yeah, this is another note made by son. I'm using the Redewendung in my letters.
Mhm.
So his complaint was you are using more the colloquial or this Redewendung or this normal sentences in the writing language, so which is not correct. For example, I used am Anfang habe ich nur die Bahnhof verstanden.
Yeah,
So he said, no, why are you using this?
yeah,
I
that's
said, no, I want to show my proficiency. I know this Redewendung, I want to show to my
right.
teacher. So I wrote this. Then he
Right.
said, no, that you can speak, but don't write in the letter.
No,
Then
I
he said,
want
no,
you.
I want to put it, let him correct.
Correct. You go ahead and do it. See, right now, Vasu, we are learning language. We're not learning the difference between written language and spoken language.
Okay. So it is accepted then.
It is accepted as far as I'm concerned.
Super.
Because
There's a
there is
debate between.
always a difference between what is written and what is spoken. They're not the same. No language will overlap written and spoken. A spoken form is always different from the written form, always. But I don't mind you using Redewendungen, Sprichwörter und allerlei Sachen in der Schriftsprache. Then I know that you have learned these. And that makes me happy. So you go ahead and use them. That difference is fine, subtle differences in language usage we will do at C1 or C2.
Anfang.
Right now, right now I want you to show off.
Haben wir streiten. Zum Beispiel, ich habe mit Danke sehr. Here I had written. He stopped. No, Danke sehr is a speaking language. You write vielen Dank.
I am okay with Danke sehr.
Okay.
Danke sehr, bitte sehr. You have to show off. Otherwise, how will I know you've learned these phrases?
That's right.
Yeah,
so warum or wozu, both I can use, but
yes,
it is better to use wozu in written language.
It's more grammatical.
Got it.
So as a grammar person, I would say, no, please use wozu.
Wozu, okay.
But as a language usage person, I'll say, give me the freedom. Use wozu or warum. But you must know why you are using a particular question.
Got it.
It's as simple as that. Und hier gibt es dann die Regel, gleiches Subjekt im Haupt- und Nebensatz. Then you have a umzu oder damit. Klingeln Sie, damit Sie auf sich aufmerksam machen. Ring the bell so that you draw attention to yourself. Ring the bell in order to draw attention to yourself. They both mean the same. There's not an iota of difference in the meaning. Only the structure is different. Also klingeln Sie, damit Sie. Also das Subjekt muss wiederholt werden oder vielleicht kommt hier ein anderes Subjekt. Aber mit umzu, don't use any subject at all because it is a continuation of this subject. Klingeln Sie, auf sich aufmerksam zu machen. Okay? If you have unterschiedliche Subjekte in Haupt- und Nebensatz, dann ist das nur mit damit. Ein Umzusatz ist nicht möglich. klingen Sie damit andere Personen Sie hören. This Sie is not the subject but the object. So that other persons hear you. Sie is a object here, accusative object. Oh, and moment. Da ist jemand auf dem Dach.
So, Kushi, if you don't mind, I'll send my both the letters to you, character letters to you, so that you can have a look. And if you are interested, if you don't mind,
Yeah, okay.
so that you can understand different usage of the sentences. And you also share your brief with me, so that I can see the difference.
Yeah, okay.
I'll do it. And the fortunate thing is, yeah, last week my son, he corrected the first version.
First, I
And
have
there
to
was
check whether I have received the corrected version or is it my fault.
no. You just send the corrected version from sir.
Yeah, but first I have to check whether I have received it or not. The comments or.
At least you send, because if I open, then I can find it out whether it is in the right version.
Yeah, okay.
That is also possible. But the second letter was a little bit challenging because the words are new and the concept.
Yes, yes, I agree.
Yeah. But I loved it. It was really challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about others? You had somebody have exam on 14th, B1. So is there any way that we can help you? We can support you? Beulah? Rose?
Ishtenka Rose
No, I'm
has
not sure.
exam on 14.
Yeah, I have some.
You told me that you need, I can support you, you said, but after that there was no comment, so I did not want to pressurize you, so I left it.
No, no.
Still,
Actually, I have off this week, so I will contact you. I have my daughter with me.
Okay, ich habe ein bisschen Zweifel über Relative-Satz. Gestern habe ich ein Relative-Satz-Übungen gemacht. One mistake I made. That was die Katze dash der alten Frau gehört. Die Katze dash. So what is the relative Satz? I have typed as der, but it is wrong.
Die Katze, die der alten Frau gehört. It's die, not
Warum
der.
die, sir? Why, sir, D?
It's a very simple answer. Look carefully.
Die Katze, it's feminine. So I thought it should be in dative. So I wrote it as der.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you are.
Okay, okay, sir.
Dative is here.
Yes, sir.
Katze is subject.
Yeah. That's a D. Okay, sir. Got it, sir.
See?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is the verb in the subject?
Gehört.
Gehört. What is der alten Frau?
Object.
Object, right? So you have verb, you have dative object.
Dative object. Yeah.
Where is the subject?
Die Katze.
There you are. So isn't it D?
Yes, sir.
There you are. Problem solved.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Utterly simple. Don't confuse yourselves, people.
Okay.
It's very simple. You have to go down to the very basics.
Mm.
And the basics are where, was, wen, wem. Go back to the W questions. Was gehört der alten Frau? Die Katze. Wem gehört die Katze der alten Frau?
Mm.
Go back to the basics.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
This is not just a rule. I don't know how many of you really are involved in sports. Anytime, any place, anywhere, if you have a problem, you go back to the basics.
Mm.
This rule applies very much in sports. Something is going wrong in your game, that means your basics are not right.
Mm.
If something is going wrong in an experiment, you've got some basics is not correct. You've made some mistake somewhere.
Mm.
It's very simple. Look at this sentence here. Relativsatz. Ein Relativsatz hat auch ein Subjekt.
Mm.
Ein Relativsatz hat auch ein Verb.
Verb.
Und
Yeah.
ein Relativsatz hat auch ein Objekt oder zwei Objekte.
Mm.
A verb like gehören will only have ein Dativ Objekt.
Mm.
Das ist ein menschbezogenes Verb. Also, wir brauchen hier nur Dativ. So, the wen does not come into the picture. If you have a verb, there must be a subject. Otherwise, how will you conjugate the verb? And your subject in this sentence is die. That is taken from die Katze. The sentence is incomplete. Die Katze, die der alten Frau gehört, sitzt auf der Couch. The cat that belongs to the old woman or the old lady is sitting on the couch.
Couch.
So, kein Fehler. Ganz klar, ganz einfach.
Yes.
Anytime, just have to go to the basics. Go back. Right to A1, where, was, wen, wem. These are the four major keys to unlock any sentence at any level.
Sir, I have a doubt here.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, we have used here the case nominative,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because in Hauptsatz, the Katze ist Subjekt.
Mm-hmm.
Deshalb benutzen wir die von Nominativ Tabula. Ist das?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, what is the doubt? Das habe ich nicht verstanden.
Yeah, I thought why it's the. It should be from dative table.
That is what even I made the mistake. I thought it should be in dative.
Yeah.
Mm.
Why should it be from the dative table? I don't understand the concept.
Mm.
Why should it be dative? Yeah?
Because
Just
I
look
thought
at this
first
sentence. Moment. Just look at this sentence alone. How many components are there in this?
2. 3.
3.
How many are there?
3.
3. Okay. What are they? What is this
D.
here?
Verb gehört.
What kind of verb is this?
Dative
Dative.
verb.
It normally comes with dative. So since this verb comes with dative, you will need some object in this sentence which is dative. Is it there in the sentence?
Yes, sir. This is object.
Yeah,
Okay. Now you see this verb gehört. And according to you, it should be dative. Now this is dative. This is dative. Where is the subject that will conjugate the verb gehören? Can you conjugate the verb with dative or accusative?
No, it should be always nominative.
Okay, now?
Okay, here clears my second doubt that
Yeah.
or always in Nebensätze, the personal pronoun, relative pronoun can conjugate the verb, right? Or it immer conjugate.
Only in the nominative.
Okay, only in the nominative. Right, sir. Right, sir.
Okay, sir.
Because this
An accusative or the dative pronoun cannot conjugate a verb. Never. This is exactly what we were doing yesterday. There. What all is there in the sentence?
so we have subject and verb.
Subject,
And
adverb,
adverb
and the verb.
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 So you have to conjugate this, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how will you conjugate this state? With whatever comes here.
Yes, sir.
What comes here?
There.
Subject missing.
Subject.
So what is the subject relative pronoun?
That.
Masculine, singular,
Singular.
there. So they are dot state.
Okay, sir. Understood, sir.
Okay?
Right, sir.
Zayn takes accusative. Whom do you see there? Whom do you see there? Der Arzt.
Der Arzt.
Also den Arzt. So in a relative Satz, since the noun is being repeated, the noun is being qualified, the noun is being explained, the noun is being given extra information, the noun is not repeated. Instead, I take the corresponding pronoun, entweder dative oder accusative or genitive. Then I form my relative sense. Der Arzt, den du dort siehst, wohnt hier. Each sentence has a life of its own. subject without, I mean, a sentence without a subject needs an exceptional formulation. In German, the subject is more or less obligatorisch, compulsory, mandatory. Let me give you another example, which we'll be doing very soon. If I give you a verb, regnet, no subject, possible?
No, sir.
So I need a subject, right?
Right.
Can I use ich regne, du regnest?
9, sir.
No.
So I still need a subject. This is the reason that I use an S here. So subject is necessary. And how do you find the subject? Go by the question, wer, was, wen, wen. Basic questions. So, zurück jetzt. And the sentence that I gave you with wozu, zum Zeichnen, zum Reinigen und so weiter. For cleaning. What is the purpose? Ich nehme ein feuchtes Taschentuch. Feucht, damp. Something which has been put under a tap, or some little water is there on that, some moisture is there, and it is moist. It is damp. Taschentuch, handkerchief. Or a pocket cloth, literally, napkin. So I take a damp handkerchief for cleaning my keyboard, for cleaning. And you can use this zum Reinigen by making a noun out of that infinitive as an alternative to these. Okay? And the last important rule, yeah, wollen, sollen und möchten will never appear in a damit Umzusatz. Zu wollen, damit ich will, zu sollen, damit ich möchte, not possible, because these three verbs already indicate ein Ziel oder Absicht. Ich will nach Deutschland fahren. What does it mean?
I want to.
So is that not an intention or an objective?
No.
Yes, sir.
Stimmt? Warum lernen Sie Deutsch? Weil ich in Deutschland studieren will. Is that not an intention? Because I want to study in Germany? Because I intend to study in Germany? So since they express an intention or an object, also ein Ziel, we don't use them in the Finalsatz. For example, ich hebe Geld ab, I withdraw money, abheben, Geld abheben, to withdraw money. Ich will das Monokular kaufen. Monocular is a single lens stuff, so that's something like a telescope. How will you convert this? Ich hebe Geld ab, das Monokular zu kaufen und not das Monokular kaufen zu wollen. Not.
So if there will be können instead of will, then is it possible?
Even then, it's not possible. With können, yes. Können, yes, because it shows a possibility and not a desire. Does not
So,
show.
sir, it will be ich habe Geld ab, das Monokular kaufen zu können.
Ja, das ist möglich.
Okay, sir.
Are we clear with this concept, Damit Onumsu? Okay, so far, Allah?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then I'll show you what I had got for you here. Oh, and I'll check, send it again. Going back to, okay, let's go to here, this place here. I'll send you this relative zits handout today. You said you haven't got this from me, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir. We
So,
have
we
Yes,
got
sir.
it,
I
sir.
got. Sir, I got one mail from
Yeah,
you.
I also got,
Also
sir.
good.
I also got it in morning, sir.
How many pages is it?
That
11
I will
pages.
check.
11 pages.
11 pages, sir.
Yeah, this is the one with 11 pages. So all of you have that.
Yeah, sir.
You practice these 11 pages at your leisure, slowly. There are different kinds of Übungen here. Your relative sats, you should be able to master. For example, this sentence here. Dort liegt der Sportplatz, auf dem Sportplatz haben wir gespielt. Dort liegt der Sportplatz, auf dem wir gespielt haben. Wem gehört das Auto? Neben dem Auto steht Herr Müller. Wem gehört das Auto? Neben dem Herr Müller steht. Die Pfadfinder stehen auf einem Berg. Der Berg, auf dem die Pfadfinder stehen, ist sehr hoch. Diese Präposition. Wir warten auf unseren Lehrer. Der Lehrer, auf den wir warten, wird gleich kommen. Petra geht in den Supermarkt. Der Supermarkt, in den Petra geht, liegt neben dem Postamt. Very simple. So, Papierfabrik. Eine Papierfabrik ist eine Fabrik, Factory, in der man Papier herstellt. Was ist eine Kleiderfabrik? Eine Kleiderfabrik ist eine Fabrik, in der man Kleider herstellt und so weiter. There's also with genitive. So there are plenty of exercises for you to do till the end. And the last page here, I think, yeah. This last page here has a very, kind of a very interesting and fun sentence to read as a relative sats. Because the rule is a relative sats is something that defines a noun, qualifies a noun, gives you extra information about that noun. So it is possible to give information after information, after information, after information on every noun or each noun that appears in a relative sats. So, vielleicht werden Sie sich für diesen Satz. So now I have Satz. I'm qualifying Satz. Den ein Freund von mir. Now, Freund I'm qualifying. Der vor dem Krieg in der Stadt Heidelberg. Also Stadt Heidelberg I qualify. Die an dem Neckar. Now I qualify Neckar. Der in den Rhein. Now I qualify Rhein. Der von der Schweiz nach Holland. Enough. Fließt. Mündet, das ist der Rhein. Neckar steht. Heidelberg war. Geschrieben hat. Interessieren. This is following the grammar rules very strictly. Don't put the verb if the sentence is not complete. So actually the sentence should be, to make sense, vielleicht werden Sie sich für diesen Satz interessieren, den ein Freund von mir aufgeschrieben hat, der vor dem Krieg in der Stadt Heidelberg war, die an dem Neckar steht, der in den Rhein mündet, der von der Schweiz nach Holland fließt. Now, what is it that he noted, this friend? Now, this is what was supposed to be there. I don't know whether it's still there though. Eine Belohnung wird denjenigen, der den Wegweiser, der auf der Brücke, die über den Fluss, der durch die Stadt fließt, geht, steht, umgeworfen hat, angezeigt, gegeben werden. Such sentences cannot be translated, and such sentences are fun when you learn German.
Yeah, when we learn German, it is fun for others.
No, it's fun for you because the other person will be left
Because
scratching.
we make a lot of mistakes, so they can enjoy our German.
Oh, not this way. And believe me, this is only possible in written. You can't make the sentence in oral. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Verben am Ende. Hintereinander. I challenge you to make such a sentence in English. English does not allow this. A reward, Belohnung is reward. Eine Belohnung wird demjenigen gegeben werden. A reward will be given to those, der denjenigen angezeigt, who show to someone, der den Wegweiser umgeworfen hat, who has brought down the what is it? The signpost, der auf der Brücke, which stood or on the bridge, which goes over the river that flows through the city. I got this from a magazine called Sprachillustrierte. Leider gibt es diese Sprachillustrierte nicht mehr. Das wird nicht mehr veröffentlicht. It's not published anymore, sadly. But that's only for fun. This is what I need you to do. It's very simple. Stick to
This is the same document which you showed yesterday, some 3-page and 8-page you said.
Yeah,
Is it
this is the
different?
bigger one. This is the bigger one, the 11 pages stuff. Totally in detail for every aspect. This is nominative. The entire first exercise is nominative. Then here it's a mixed exercise. This also is mixed. Right, so practice this at home. Let me know if there's any particular Übung that is causing you a problem. We can discuss that then here.
Yes, sir.
So, gibt es noch Fragen mit damit, umzu oder mit Relativsätzen? Any questions? Keine.
Nine.
Keine, no? Okay, good. Then actually, I have something else in mind also. I wanted to do that. And I get back here. Therefore, Karen. Right. Now let me check here. Just want to think. Yeah, found it. Good. Also, Konjunktiv 2. Seid ihr damit vertraut? Are you familiar with this? Konjunktiv 2. Was bedeutet Konjunktiv 2? Was ist dann diese Form? Natürlich, es gibt auch ein Konjunktiv 1.
Ja.
Konjunktiv 1 machen wir in dem zweiten Buch. Ja, das machen wir in dem zweiten Buch. Bald. We are almost at the end of this book, so we'll take that up soon. Was ist dann Konjunktiv 2? Diese Struktur? Konjunktiv 2. Was ist die Rolle, was ist die Funktion dieser Struktur?
Und wir sagen über eine Wunsch oder eine Irrealität Dinge, man benutzt Konjunktiv 2.
Okay. So, das ist der Name für verschiedene Formen des Verbs. Only the verb here changes in form. Mit denen unterschiedliche Aspekte zur Realität ausgedrückt werden. And what is this Realität stuff? There are 5 possibilities. Es gibt hier 5 Möglichkeiten. Also eine hypothetische Stellungnahme, eine potenzielle oder eine irreale Bedingung, irreale Wünsche, Vergleiche und höfliche Bitten, polite requests. 5 things can be expressed using this structure. Okay, so pause here. How do we form this structure? Also, we take a verb, go to the preteritum form of the verb. Then from here, we either add an umlaut to the preteritum form and E. So let's see how this works. Let's take a verb like schreiben. What is the preteritum of schreiben?
Schrieb.
Is it possible to use or apply an umlaut here? Not possible. Well done. So umlaut is not possible here. But can we add an E? Is it possible to add an E?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sir.
So we add E. So what do I get now in the conjugates zwei?
Schreiber.
Schriebe.
So schrieb is the preteritum form and schriebe is the conjunctive zwei form of schreiben. In English, it means would write. Write, wrote, would write. Let's take another verb. Fahren. Preteritum bitte.
Poor.
Fewer.
Is an umlaut possible? Umlaut possible?
Yeah. Yeah, sir.
Fewer. Naturally, I can also add an E. Add an E. What will be the conjunctive zwei form here?
Jure.
Would travel, would go. That's it. This is how it works. This is for strong verb. When we have a problem, let's take a verb like machen. Machen. Preteritum?
Machte.
Now comes the problem. The Katzwei is also machte. Also die beiden Formen, also Präteritum und Katzwei, beide Formen sind gleich. So how do we know whether we are using conjunctive zwei or Präteritum? Simple explanation, the meaning or the context of that sentence. However, you are not sure of the context. You want to make that context very clear. So what do you do then? This is a general rule for a Katzwei structure. Würde plus infinitive at the end of this sentence. Würde schreiben, you don't want to say schriebe, würde schreiben. You don't want to say führe, würde führen. With machte, because the other person is not able to make out, würde machen. Simple. So würde plus infinitive is K2, conjunctive 2. For any verb, whether weak or strong. Structure-wise, we are clear. Jetzt weiter. Was bedeutet eine hypothetische Stellungnahme? Something which is hypothetical, not real. It's an irreal Satz. For example, sie mag das nicht. She doesn't do it. But he would do it immediately. Normally, when you use this K2, it will not involve the same person. It will involve somebody else. And it's also normally, not a rule, the opposite of what that other person has expressed. Because it's an irreal situation. Normally, I'm talking about. For example, let's say Geet makes a sentence. Today, I met one very rude person. And he was so rude that I hit him. I slapped him. What he did is actual, real, indicative. I hit him. But then I would react in a K2. Normally, I would say, oh, Jeet, I would not have hit him. But I can also agree with him. You're right, Jeet. Fellow was very rude. I would also have hit him. So it's not always negative. It can also be the positive. You can also agree with somebody in the using the K2 structure. So don't think it's a rule that it's always the opposite. It normally is the opposite. He did this, I would not have done it. He ran away, I would not have run away. He told a lie, I would not have told a lie. That's the normal human reaction. But you can also agree. So what you see here, it would normally be the opposite. Sie macht es nicht. Würde das sofort machen. Lernt Deutsch. Here you're agreeing. Wir würden auch gern Deutsch lernen. Ich warte nicht mehr. An Ihrer Stelle würde ich noch etwas warten. I would wait some more. I'm not going to wait. But in your place, I would like to wait. So this is the hypothetical position, position that you take. Dann we come to this potenzielle und irreale Bedingungen. This is the actual K2. So potenziell bedeutet potential. Und potential im Englischen bedeutet, es kann immer noch wahr oder wahrlich werden. Es kann oder es könnte immer noch realisiert werden. It can still happen. It could still happen. It could still become true. If he had the time, he would go for a walk. So what is the situation now? He doesn't have the time. And he cannot go for a walk, or he does not go for a walk. Das ist die Lage jetzt. But does it mean he will not have the time in future? No, it doesn't mean that. So there is always a possibility that in future sometime or later sometime, if And when he does get the time, he will surely go for a walk. So potentiality. Then we come to this statement, ganz irreal. Wenn Zeit gehabt hätte, dann wäre spazieren gegangen. Das ist irreal. Das kann niemals realisiert werden. It can never be realized. Why not? Because it has happened at a certain time in the past. That time is over. That time, that moment will not be repeated again. So that will remain unfulfilled. If he had had the time, he would have gone for a walk. So at that given moment, no time, no walk. So this is the really true Kotzwei. Then let's look at this. Desires, wishes. Alles wäre wunderschön, wenn Brigitte mitfahren würde. Everything would be wonderful if Brigitte were to come along. A desire. What is the fact here? Brigitte is not coming. She is not coming. But it would be very nice if she were to come. Oder ich wäre froh, wenn ich Geld hätte. I would be happy if I had the money. Reality, I don't have the money. But I'm still happy. That's okay. This is that Wunsch. These Wünsche, these are Wunschsätze, can be emphasized using these words doch, nur oder doch nur. For example, take the second one, it's easier to understand here. Wenn ich nur Geld hätte, if I only had money, or if only I had money. If I had money is already irreal. But nur, pas, that only that part is missing. To make that nur even more punchy, use doch nur. But if only. But if only. That is the doch nur. Then with K2, Vergleichen. What is this Vergleich? So here. Take this one. Tat so als, take this one, the first one. Als ob noch nie etwas davon gehört hätte. He is pretending, tun tat getan. He is pretending, he is acting, he is doing as if, als ob, he has never ever heard about it. Acha, really? Oh, that is that irreal. Actually, he knows, but he's pretending as if he had never ever heard about it. So,
but where is the comparison here?
That's the comparison. He is as if he had not heard it. Has he heard? He has heard it. But it's not that he has not heard it.
It's irreal, but
yeah, that's the part. No?
I don't find the comparison here.
It is there. The comparison is, you know, he has heard it, but he's pretending as if he has never heard it. Let me give you another example. Take this one. Is this clearer? This applies to many people, right? In life, in general life, I've come across such people. Sie tun so, als ob sie mich nicht kennen würden. They are pretending as if they don't know me. But what is the fact? What is the reality? The reality is they know me. I know that they know that they know me. I know that they know and I know they know me. But they pretend as if they don't know me. For example, this happens a few times at parties and meetings also. I've come across this personally. It doesn't bother me in the least. That's an andere Sache. You are at a party, half an hour, 1 hour, in the presence of somebody with whom you don't get along very well. Say 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, in the same circle, in the same proximity. Suddenly this person looks at you. Ah, Vasu, you're here. I didn't see you. Acha. For the past 45 minutes, you've been looking at me sideways like this. Are you blind or do you think I am blind? Oh, you're here. When did you come?
Tomaten auf dem Augen.
See, not Tomaten. This is Melonen auf den Augen. See, this is that pretense, no? This is that irreal comparison. You saw me, but you're pretending as if you never saw me. Okay, so that's that irreality. Or look at this here. Sie macht den Eindruck, als ob sie reich wäre. She gives this impression as if she were very rich. This again I can vouch for. Normally at jewelry shops. The jeweler normally brings out something in that 10,000 range, the minimum. Nahi, show me something thoda aur bada dikhaiye. So he brings the next one out, say 20,000. Nahi, or. But at the end of the whole thing, exercise, that person will not buy that anyway. But she pretends as if she is rich. Oh, kuch, wo udhar. And what udhar? 1.5 lakh. Ha, dikhaiye. At the end, there'll be some flaw pointed out and ultimately, no, I'm not interested. There was no intention of buying anyway. The shopkeepers know that very well. So, but she gives this impression. Und das ist das K2. Also, irreale Vergleich. There's an exercise which follows at the end. Then, of course, the höfliche Frage, the polite question. Instead of saying, wiederholen Sie die Telefonnummer bitte? Würden Sie die Telefonnummer bitte wiederholen? Would you please repeat the telephone number? Können Sie mich abholen? Is polite enough. Agreed. But könnten Sie mich bitte abholen? Politer. Could you please pick me up? Darf ich deine Kamera mitnehmen? May I? You're already asking permission. Throw in a bitte if you want. But K2, dürfte ich deine Kamera mitnehmen? Might I take your camera? Sehr, sehr höflich ist das. Haben Sie heute Zeit? You have time today? Polite enough. Haben Sie heute Zeit für mich, bitte? A little more polite, maybe. Hätten Sie heute wohl Zeit? Would you have the time for me? Would you have the time? Normally, K2 requests are very difficult to refuse. Look at sentences like this. Können Sie mich anrufen? Wäre es möglich, dass Sie mich anrufen? Would it be possible for you to call me? Very polite request. Much more polite than, can you call me, please? There are other examples given here. What is the function of these examples, such sentences in different contexts they're formed, and the explanation dazu. And of course, the U-bogen here. I think about 8 or 9, I don't remember now. 9, yeah. The last one, I want your creativity. Der Busfahrer fuhr so schnell. Give me an irrealer Vergleichssatz. The bus driver drove so fast.
Als ich fliege ein
Als ob
Flug.
er, ja,
Ja, ein Flugzeug fliegt.
Then you have to change the verb now into K2. Also, 2 possibilities, or many actually. Als ob ein Pilot wäre, as if he were a pilot. Als ob der Bus ein Flugzeug wäre, as if the bus was a plane. Think. So even this exercise, if you don't have, I'll send to you. Do it slowly, go through, understand the concept. Make sure it's...
Sir?
Yeah?
So you have said conjunctive soy in past form. What does that mean?
In the past tense is irreal. It can never happen again.
Okay.
If I would have time, I would have gone for walking.
Okay, viewed in past.
Why do you want to make it so complex? I'll give you a simple example. Do you know I won 7 crores 3 times in Kaun Banega Crorepati? This season.
9.
But where is the money? Where is the money? I don't have the money, right? But was I there as a participant? No. The reality was I was sitting at home on the sofa, on the couch, watching this program. Had I been there in the place of such and such person, I would have answered the final question and won 7 crores. That moment in time is over. That set of questions is over. That can never ever be repeated. That moment, that question will
Dann
not be
benutzen wir würden. Würden plus infinitive.
Hätte plus Partizip.
Okay, hätte, okay.
Wenn ich dort gewesen wäre, hätte ich auf diese Frage geantwortet und hätte auch das Geld bekommen.
Wären und hätten sind past form of K2. Alles klar.
Das Partizip.
Okay, let me try this exercise because I have that confusion. Where to use wäre and hätte.
No problem, no problem. So you get both these later today. I think you have got one anyway, no?
Yeah, already we got that.
This you already have. Das braucht ihr nicht dann.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then right now I'll send you the other one. I have a little bit of time in hand. So I'll send you right now this K2. I've tried to keep it as simple as possible. And hopefully the examples are not too complex here. See, look at this. Hat die Prüfung bestanden. And then the normal reaction, who would have thought of that? Wer hätte das gedacht? See? This is such a normal, common reaction. Right? For example, you talk about a friend who is, or somebody you know, whom you didn't consider to be very bright, brilliant, or serious enough. You know, he got selected in the IAS, rank 10. किसने सोचा था? That thought never ever came to me, would have never come to me, that he would one day be an IAS officer. See? Irreal. We use this in everyday language. We never ever pay attention. Also, das ist Konjunktur 2 hier. I don't know how many times I use it also at home, and even my wife uses it.
The problem is, in school we learned language just for marks. We did not enjoy the language. It's a problem.
I agree. And besides languages like English and mother tongue, they were easy to learn in a way because they were around us all the time. So we didn't have problems getting examples and using them in an exam paper. I agree with you. Totally agree. It's like, when somebody has a problem and finally, after a long struggle, that person solves it, and you come across that problem later, and this person says, it took me 2 days to work out the solution. You could have asked me. I would have given it to you in 5 minutes. Think. You could have asked me. I would have given it to you, the solution to you in 5 minutes. But did that person ask you? No. Reality. So since he did not ask you, where is the question of your having solved it in 5 minutes? So again, a reality, not a reality, sondern reality. Somebody narrates a tragedy to you. Last night on that road that I took, I was robbed. Some people stopped my car and they took away 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees, something from me. I would have never used that road. I don't know why you came by that road. Common utterances. Jeden Tag, täglich, mindestens 5-mal am Tag verwenden wir K2. Also, this irrealer Wünsche. If only the power doesn't go. Right? Or milkman in the morning. You are going out urgently, you are train to catch, or you are going somewhere for a short time. If only the milkman comes early today. I'm giving you from my own personal experience at home. Our milkman can come anywhere between 6:30 and 8:30. And I always wish for him to show up by 7:50. If only he were to come by 7:15, I could have the milk boiled and get ready. Every day, K2 in unserem Leben. Think of another sentence that I sometimes think of. A little sentimental. If only my parents were alive today to see what I have achieved. Irrealer Wunsch, which will never ever come true. If only they had been alive to see my success today, see my stature today, to see my life today. Totally irreal. This has to be expressed in the irrealer form, in the past tense form. Now you know what I mean? Irreal.
Yes.
Das kann nie realisiert werden. It can never ever be realized. It's over. When thinking of this, I didn't want to give this example, but then this is what it is.
So shall I try one example, sir? Like,
Yeah, bitte.
if I would have started learning German with you from A1, I would have been in a better position today.
Super.
Nice.
What's the truth?
It's irreal order. I cannot understand.
Irreal because
It cannot
it
be
is happened
possible.
already. It is
Ah,
not
okay.
possible now because now I am doing B2 with professor. If I would have done my basic fundamentals A1 with him, today
Yeah.
my level is unbelievable. Yeah.
Would
But
have been.
anyway, I'm
So good.
thankful.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you so much for the compliment. I'm very embarrassed and very humbled. Thank you so much. But
So this is truth.
But
Awesome,
it's
das
a
war eine
reality, sir.
gute Beispiel.
Yeah. Conjugative was
It's a
why I
Beispiel.
won't forget, sir. Danke. Then
it's
feeling.
basically, Uma, it's a simple thing of understanding from things around us.
Yes, sir. Yeah. True.
Right? It's nothing that we are, making things difficult for us by going in for vague examples. Don't do that. It's not necessary. No, for example, this again happened a long time back. Airport, this film stars were going. And my wife and my daughter are great fans of some of these film stars. Unfortunately, at that moment, they were inside some shop at the airport, which I could not locate them also. I was looking around for them, I was outside. I normally never enter a shop and my wife and daughter are inside. No explanations needed, I'm sure you know. You understand. I was waiting outside. So this film stars passed by. I was looking around, where are these two? They are so crazy and mad about looking at them. Then they had passed and gone down the trend, and then both of them came out. I told them both, if only you had come 2 minutes earlier, you would have seen them. Huh, where? I said, now they are gone. I don't know where they have gone. Why didn't you call us? No. All that, of course, is the later part of the story. You know the answers and the questions. I would have called you had I seen you go into the shop. So concept-wise, it's very easy to understand. I hope you have understood, at least grasped what is Katzmai. All of you.
Sir.
Yeah? Okay. So try these exercises. Wir machen dann das weiter morgen. Wir nehmen dann das, diese Lektion hier. We'll continue with this further. Because that's the grammar in this lesson here. I would buy this, I would not buy this, and so on. The interesting stuff here. So when do you use Katzwei and your damit und umzu? See? The hint again. Auf eine Frage mit warum kann man mit einem Finalsatz antworten. Remember I told you warum has two meanings. One reason, the other purpose.
Intention.
Intention, genau. Warum gehst du in die Stadt? Einzukaufen. That's the purpose of my going into the city. Why are you going into the city? Warum gehst du in die Stadt? Reason. Because I want to finish my shopping. Because. Why? What possible? So no confusion. Okay? That's it from my side for today. Das ist ein bisschen intensiv. Wir haben nur Grammatik gemacht. Tut mir leid. Aber ich hoffe, diese Aspekte der Grammatik sind ein bisschen klarer. Ab morgen
Yes, sir.
wieder an die Workshop.
Bis morgen, sir.
So, attach a small E.
Da.
If
Danke.
you're thinking, do I was
Dankeschön.
Bis morgen.
Bis morgen.
Bis morgen.
Bis morgen.
Danke,
Sir,
sir.
vielen Dank, Sir.
Wiedersehen, Sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Bitte, gern geschehen. All the best. Vasu, take a bit of rest before you
Sir,
get down to work. Yeah.
Yeah, probably today, later point of time, or tomorrow, shall we connect to discuss the corrections?
Can we do that tomorrow, please?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
maybe
tomorrow.
the day after, because these guys have come and working on the roof.
Okay, no issues. Just tell me when you have some free time. No issues. Not an urgent.
Yeah, sure. Because apart from the noise
Thank
they're
you.
making, which I'm sure you can hear,
No issues. No problem.
I still need to have to talk to them.
Okay, no problem.
They
Thank you,
have
sir.
messed
Thank you.
up the
Bye.
whole bloody roof. After they're working,
Oh.
my house has got running water.
So flooded inside.
They came to do waterproofing. I don't know what they did up there. The house started leaking, which has never happened in the last 10 or 11 years that we've been in this house. I'm
This is again
furious with
lessons
that concept.
learned when I was in 6th standard. My chacha brought me a waterproof school bag. So I was happily coming out from the school after having that waterproof bag. And literally I just enjoyed the rain. So really it was a waterproof bag. I believed that. then it really showed the quality, because somewhere through the side gap the water went inside, that did not come out. That choked my all the books. If it would have been a normal bag, the water which went inside, it would have leaked out.
I was not in favor of getting the work done. I was not in favor of it. But meine Frau sagte mir, also wir lassen dass diese Leute die Arbeit machen. It's the university is getting it done, so
So the next time when the rain came, I kept my bag ulta so that the water will not go inside.
correct. Actually, school bags were our umbrellas those days. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
It's okay
I
if
was
the
going
books
inside
get
when I was in third year college. I kept my bag, the notebooks on my carrier, cycle carrier. I was driving my cycle. On one signal, police he asked me, "Hey, don't you have sense? It is raining. You kept your book in the carrier." I said, "Don't you have sense? Even in the rain, I'm getting wet. You are talking about my books."
No. Yeah, see, the perspective is totally different. No?
Yeah.
I should not get wet. It's okay if my books get wet. So
Okay.
this is all nostalgia, no? All nostalgia today.
That's what even I normally I tell my sons, I enjoyed my life. I don't mind.
Oh, yes.
I never
Oh, yes.
regret about my past.
Not at all. Not at all. I'm sure we had more fun when we were younger, or we were at that age that they are today.
Yeah.
They're
They
more
are
fun.
stressed and even they
Yes.
think everything as a very small things as a stressful thing. Literally, we
Yes.
enjoyed those stress days.
Yeah. So last night there was a big conversation with my daughter. So everything, she asked me for help. So I was making some suggestions to her. She wants to change her job. So I kept making suggestions. For every suggestion, she had a counter. No. Finally, I told her, look, I am only giving you my opinion from 7,000 miles away. Final call is yours. What I am giving you is not suggestions, but my way of looking at your problem. You are the person on the job, on
to take a
spot.
call.
You have to take a call on that. It's your decision. And it is my viewpoint at this age, not a viewpoint of someone of your age. Then she cuts the conversation. Okay. I can see that, hear that sound also. Okay. And stop.
Sad.
That's how it is. Nah?
And even sometimes he says, my son, oh, you have not done this. I said, no, you are analyzing the problem with the current maturity. When the real situation happened, you did not have this maturity. So don't worry
Correct.
about that. At that time, you
Correct.
did your best.
Yes, yes.
So don't approach
Obviously.
the old problem with the current maturity.
That's true. Okay. Oh, by the way, did you
Okay.
realize
See
you
you.
used the cat's eye in your example?
Yeah. If I would have, yeah, I consciously used that.
Okay. So, understand, Vasu. I'll give you a
Right.
call. I'll inform you on WhatsApp as to
Yeah.
when it would be possible. Huh?
When you have something.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Sure then. Bye.
Bye.